Alright, lads, so today the new banner, the Countdown Summons Round 2 is finally out. I didn't have time yesterday to make a video on whether you should be summoning on it, so let's do that today. Now, at the end of the video, I'll end up doing 1 or 2 steps, so make sure you stick around to the end of the video. But is this banner worth summoning on? If you haven't already done so, because again, it's been out for like 8 or so hours at this point. The banner itself is pretty decent, honestly. Like, actually, when I saw the fillers, I was actually fairly impressed for the most part. Now, obviously, this is bait. This is to bait you before the 6th anniversary, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's a bad thing. I think if you're a newer player and you still lack the 5th anniversary Ichigo, I think it's worth doing at least 5 steps. Maybe test your luck, go to step 5, see how it goes. But if you're a veteran that doesn't have a lot of orbs left and you only want to save for the anniversary, then obviously you probably already know that you should be saving your orbs. But the banner itself, like I said, is actually pretty decent. And the reason why I can't tell anyone, like, wholeheartedly to go down to 0 on a banner like this is because I have 10,000 orbs, and I really, really want 5th anniversary Ichigo, 4th anniversary Ichigo, 5 out of 5. I have both of them 2-5. This banner would be perfect for me to go down to 0 on, but I just can't be affording, I don't think anyone can be affording, unless you're a new player, to be dropping all your orbs right before the anniversary. But like I said, the banner itself, the fillers in this one is significantly better than the one we got with Byakuya. Like, actually, not too bad. So the worst character probably here is going to be the bottom 3 characters to a certain extent. You have the Mind Tensor Zangetsu, who is not a usable character whatsoever, but what he is a pretty good link, I believe, in Arena. Don't quote me on that. But he's also a 14 recharge link, so at the very least, he's going to be a good link for every other Mind character going forward into the future. He will never not be useful. You have the Aizen, who is pretty fun, I can say that at least. He's not the best tech character anymore. He would never was, to be honest, but he's an okay character. Nothing too special, nothing too bad. He's usable, to say the least. Then you have Toshiro, another pretty decent character. For the most part, you're only going to be using him in Chronicle Quest Part 3. That's what I use him in. Okura, an okay character, nothing too special, but then these next 5 characters are ones that I consider like to be pretty good. Grimmjow, very good SP character for technique. I believe like the 2nd hardest hitting character in the game, or one of the hardest hitting characters in the game. The only thing he does like is Havoc, unfortunately, but he's still a pretty solid character, and he's one of the better tech characters to use in Arena, although he's not the best. Arena right now, at least in the technique attribute, they just don't have the best amount of characters, so that's not really saying too much, but he's a very good character. He's not too bad. He's actually one of the better tech characters in the game, and I think a lot of people will agree on that. He's also Grimmjow in his base form. Like, it's kind of cool just to play around with that, especially if you are a Grimmjow fan. Then we have the Christmas Rangaku. Now, this character is a bit underrated to a certain extent. She's actually pretty good, just no one talks about her, unfortunately. She's nothing too special, but she does have good strong attacks. She's a very decently good character, just to use in every type of PvE content. The thing about her is that she does have an Espada Killer. Now, this could be a good or a bad thing depending on how you want to use her. It's good in where you want to use her, and that is in the Espada week of GQ. You don't really see anyone use her because no one has her 5-5. But what she does offer for that GQ is actually kind of insane. She has weakened defense, and you can stack that again. So get her to 15, 15, 15, then you got double weakened defense. She heals on a soul bomb, so you can just heal your whole team in case they're about to die. It paralyzes, which again has debilitator, so you're paralyzed for like 7+ seconds, and then she herself does more damage to paralyzed enemies. It means she's actually a very good character for that specific week, especially if you do like someone like the 10 years later version of Rukia. She's actually a considerably good character that you just don't see talked about all too much. And that's, I think, the main place to use her is in GQ, because that's pretty much what she was designed to be used for. But having said that, she still has very good strong attack. She's a 3,000 or 2,500 length beam, an 800 SA2, and a full screen or a sucking kind of vortex when it comes to the SA3. Like, she's not a bad character, just she isn't really talked about all too much. And she's a decent link when it comes to Arena, 90 SP, strong attack damage plus 13%, and then she does actually pick up paralysis duration, which is actually pretty nice in Arena. So, she is a character that, again, as I mentioned multiple times in the video, she isn't talked about all too much, but that doesn't necessarily mean that she's a bad character. In addition to Rangaku, you also have Nemu, who is pretty much the best tech character in the game. I think we can all agree with that. She's definitely up there alongside with Kusaka, or Kusaka's up there with her. She's a very good character. Best strong attack 1, 3000 length beam, 960 SA2, charged up SA3 that is in front of her. She buffs sword per character, strong attack damage by 20%, including herself, on top of the 20% berserker. She has an increased chance to inflict the status on it, which is paralysis against speed attribute hollow, so she's very good in IT. Overall, she's just a very, very good character. Literally right now, the best tech character in the game. So there's really nothing bad to say about this character. And when it comes to Arena, she also did pick up an 11% invasion, which is Nothing too big, but it does help her just stay alive for a tad bit longer in, you know, when you're going against her at least. She can be quite annoying if she does activate that evasion quite a bit. She has stat plus 30, all stats plus 40. She gets 90 SP too, so she gets that extra bit of damage going on in Arena. So, yeah, overall, as far as tech characters go, she's the best tech character in the game. Then you have 4th Anniversary Mugetsu, another very good character. The only thing he does lack right now compared to newer characters is no Berserker value. He doesn't have any kind of Berserker, and he doesn't have Havoc. But if, right, and you're probably going to pull him now, so I think if you're only missing him, you don't really need to pull just for him, right? If you want to go for dupes of him right now, that might be a good time to do it, but you will probably eventually pull him sometime in the future. Now, as far as hot holo killers go, he's definitely one of the better ones out there. That's not saying much. There isn't that many good ones out there to begin with. But, and if you have the patience to wait, he is going to get his resurrection next year. This time next year. Not this time, but, you know, in 2 weeks' time, next year, he's going to get his resurrection. So that will make him very good. Because he's an anniversary character, he is going to get his resurrection significantly earlier than all the other characters. Or that's what he should be getting if we go by what they did last year. Second Annie Ichigo got his resurrection last year. Third Annie Okura should get his resurrection this year. And then the 4th Annie character should get their resurrection next year. So he has the possibility to be another very good character. It's just going to be in a year's time. So if you have the patience to wait, that will make him a very good character, because he already has the strong attacks for that. You know, a lunge forward, 800 SA2, full screen SA3. He heals every time he moves to a new room. He has 3 flash steps. He's a very good character. It's just obviously he's fallen off a bit because of how OP our new characters are coming out. But that doesn't actually make him a bad character. It's Mugetsu to begin with. He's a very fun character just because of that. He's a collector's item too. So he's a very good character to get to. He's not bad whatsoever, but you know, now it might not be the best time just to summon for him specifically. He is more so a bonus prize. And then probably the main reason why you are summoning the 5th Anniversary Ichigo, the best power character in the game, 60 Berserker, with the weakening, charged up SA3, Debilitator plus 5, Frenzy, Havoc plus 20%, 3 flash steps, weakening on everything, and he has more odds, so he has guard break plus ignore melee resistance, which was really OP a year ago. Now it's nice to have, but it's not as big as it was back in the day because of how Guild Quest now runs in the hard difficulty. But that doesn't make him a bad character whatsoever. He's still the best power character in the game, and I don't think he ever will be outclassed, and if he does, it doesn't make him bad whatsoever. It just means there's going to be a character out there that might be like a tad bit better than them, if that kind of makes sense. Like, he's not bad whatsoever. When it comes to Arena 2, he also gets even better because he gets 90 SP, which not a lot of characters does get. Increasing amount of damage that he does do. All stats plus 40. Damage to weakened enemies plus 20%. 30% sad. He's good. Overall, he's a very good character. And this is probably the reason why you are summoning. And for me, it's also the reason why I want to summon, because I want both of these Ichigos 5-5. And unfortunately, I don't want to do it right now. I want to save my orbs. Maybe I'll summon for Ichigo in the future. He is a premium character at the end of the day, so you don't really need to get him now. But if you are a new account and you are missing the character, yeah, sure, summon. I mean, I recommend it because, like, what are you saving for? This is literally the best character in the game right now. The best power character in the game. Are you going to wait for another character to come out in the future that isn't as good as him? Yes, he's premium. Yes, you can get him from tickets, but you know, you never know when you're going to get him from a ticket. It could be a year from now, 2 years from now. So that being said, that was the before you summon part of the video. Now, let's actually do some summons. I'm going to do 1 or 2 steps. It's only 3%, so I'm not really holding out here, lads, for anything too good. But if we can walk away with something new, that would be great. I might do more summons in the future. Potential here? Come on. Has to be, has to be. Let's go. We actually got a 5-star. B5 and Ichigo, please. Come on. Oh, it's Okura. That's actually new. That's actually new. I made profit from doing the summon. That's okay. Not really the best character in the banner, but we'll take it. If that was Ichigo, that would have been perfect. So I think with that, lads, I'm actually going to call it quits. I don't think I'm going to do step 2 because 3%... For me personally, 3% is never good, so I'm going to take this and just walk away with a dub. I actually made profit by summoning, so as always, lads, right, you should always do the first multi, because you can walk away with something like this, walk away with profit. Do keep in mind it is a cycle summon, I should have mentioned that at the start. So yeah, start at 3% with the 50 obs, so everyone watching this video should do the 50 ob multi, then it's 150 odds at 3%. That's debatable if you should be doing that. Again, if it was 6%, I would have done it, but 3%, I'll pass. I'll take my profit. 200 orbs for 4%. That's better than step 2 at least. And then you get to the 6% at full price orbs. So 250 for 6%, 250 for 8%. And that's the guaranteed step, which is actually very good with 8% rates. there are a lot of people that do decide to summon on this. This is where you're going to get in your 5 stars. Unfortunately, these first 3 steps for the most part are going to be walking away with just trash. At least when I summon on cycle banners, step 1, 2, and 3, 6, 7, 8, 11, 12, 13, etc, etc, normally gives me trash. And then these are the steps. The higher rate ones are where I normally get my 5 stars. And the guaranteed step is your blessing step, right? 8% with the guaranteed. All you can hope for is to walk away with more than 2 5 stars at that point. But that being said, lads, that was the video for today. I apologize for getting up so late, but again, I just didn't have time to record yesterday. But that being said, hope you guys did enjoy it. I actually walked away with a dub there, so yeah, not too bad. If you summoned on the banner, let me know, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.